Okay, guys. A random sample of 120 library books is taken as they are borrowed. They are classified as fiction and non-fiction, and hardback or paperback. 88 books are found to be fiction, and of these, 74 are paperback. Find the 95% confidence interval that the proportion of books borrowed are fiction. If we're talking about fiction, we're talking 88 out of 120. Will somebody give me the p-value for that, please? In decimals or whatever. What'd you say? Is that rounded off, or is it is it exact? What I'm saying is, or would I be better off using the fraction? Use the fraction, yeah. So what's the fraction again? 11 over 15. Yeah, I'm going to use 11 over 15 instead. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is work on the error. So what's the error again? Plus or minus 1.96 times. What's the formula? P 1 minus P all over N. Okay. And what I do is I put in the p-value. What's the p-value? 11 over 15. What's 1 take away 11 over 15? And then what's the n value? 120. Everybody put that into the calculator for me and let me know what you get. Is it somewhere around the 0.079 mark or something like that? Is that what you guys got? Yeah. Everybody happy with that? Okay. For argument's sake, we'll call it 0.079. Now, our confidence interval is used. We're saying it's 11 out of 15, but there's an error there. So we're going to do 11 over 15 plus 0.079. We're going to do 11 over 15 minus 0.079. And what do we think the two results are then? Anybody tell me? 0.654, yeah. Less than P less than 0.812. What we're claiming is that the amount of books that are fiction is somewhere between 65% and 81%. Is that okay? And that's what the confidence interval means. We're 95% certain that all the books that are fiction is somewhere between 65.4 and 81.2%. All right. Now, let's read the next question. The next question is slightly different. The proportion of fiction books borrowed that are paperback. Well, how many fiction books are there again? How many fiction books? 88. And out of those 88, how many of them are paperback? What is 74 of 88 broken down? 37 over. And we're going to have to do the 95% confidence interval again. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change that 120 into what? What's the 120 change into? 88. Okay. What's the p-value? The p-value? 37 over 44. The 1 minus p-value. So 1 take away 37 over 44. Okay. Put that into the calculator and give me the error. That's all I'm looking for. What'd you say? 0.07. Cool. I'm just about there, so I said I'd do it myself. 0.764, exactly what you said. All right. Is it 0.7 or 0.7? 0.764. Okay. We also have that 74 over 88, don't we? We have to add it and take it away. So I suppose I can add it to 74 over 88. Who got 0.917? 0.917. And then what's the other one? When you take it away? Yeah. What? 0.765? Okay. This means that somewhere between 76.5 and 91.7% of all fiction books are paperback. We're 95% certain of that. 3, 2, 1. Okay. In a sample of 400 shops taken in 2012, it was discovered that 136 of them sold carpets at below the list prices, which has been recommended by the manufacturers. Estimate the percentage of all carpet selling shops below list price. It wants a percentage. So what's the answer then? 136 out of 400 multiplied by 100. What you get? 24%. Okay. Part 2. Calculate the 95% confidence interval. Okay. What's 136 divided by 400? 0.34. What's the error? 1.96. It's a p, 1 minus p all over n. So what's that going to be? It's going to be 0.34. Then it's going to be 0.66 all divided by, what's n? 400. Okay, everybody put that in. It's the calculator with it. What you get? 400, yeah. Who got 0.0464? Add it on and take it away from me, please. What you get? Just give me the takeaway one would be great. What happens when you take it away? I'm thinking electing a decimal place for me. Anyway. 2936. That. Okay. Is everybody happy with that then? That we're 95% sure the answer is somewhere between 29 and 39%. 95% certain of that. It's somewhere in this interval, okay? Now, everybody happy with part 2? What does it mean? What does the answer actually mean? So he actually wants us to explain what the 95% confidence interval means. It means that 95 out of 100 samples would have means 95 samples would have a probability between 29.36% is it selling carpets below market value, is it? Does everybody see what we said there? 95. So if we took 100 samples, 100 shops, or 95 of them, something wrong with that definition, all right? I'll have to explain this slightly better. What is a sample in this case? What was the size of our sample? 400, yeah? So a sample means if we took 100 samples of, if we took 100 samples of 400 shops, do you get what I'm saying? That's a lot of shops, isn't it? So we took 100 samples of 400 shops, right? On average, they'd have on average, somewhere between 29.36% and 38.64% of the shops would be selling carpets below market value. So I think, so we'll rewrite this slightly differently. It means that 95 100 sample, the chance, same thing, the chance of a shop samples would have, yeah, actually it's grand. Yeah, it should be all right. Grand. Okay, part 3. Okay. Oh, I need that again. Okay. What does it want the error to be in this question? What does it want the error to be? It wants the error to be 2%. So the error is equal to 1.96p 1 minus PRN. That means that the error is now 0.02. Is that okay? What do I need to change here? What's the goal of the question? If you read the question, what's the goal of the question? Huh? Find n, isn't it? So what do I need to change 400 into? N. Okay. Now, what's the first thing I should move? Can anybody tell me? Where should I move to 1.96? Left and down, okay? What's the next thing I should do? Square both sides. Okay, square both sides, you get rid of the square root sign. And now you do this. Okay, what's my next step after that then? What should I do with the n? Division on the right means on the left, and this part here is multiplication on the left, well, hey, which means division on the right. All right, plug all that into the calculator. I think you get 2000 and something. What do we think it is? 155. Oh, good. Actually, be careful with that. Was it 2,155 point what? Now think, here's something for this, all right? If you do 2,155, you're not within 2% because you need to interview that exact amount to be on exactly 2%. So you have to interview one person more to get within 2%, because 255 would be outside 2%. The more people you interview, the more accurate you get. So that's what happened there. All right, did anybody think of that last night?